My name is Lysa Hawkins. I'm an editor at Valiant Comics. I've been an editor of comics since 1995. I started off at Marvel Comics. I moved my way over to DC, and now I'm at Valiant.
You came to Dutch Comic Con. Was it specifically for the portfolio reviews?
Yes, portfolio reviews, and also just to be in this beautiful country. I'm friends with David Macho, the promoter, one of the promoters here, who invited me over. He's been inviting me for years to Comic Cons in Europe, but it's never been able to happen, so this is the first time everything worked out.
Now, I found the idea of the portfolio review very interesting. How did you get to doing that?
Oh gosh, I sort of learned from the best. I started off under the tutelage of John Romita, one of the best comic book artists in the industry, who showed me a thing about a thing and taught me how to become, how to look at a page and decipher what a page needs. Then just being an editor and following other editors, I learned how to give constructive criticism and to point out what artists would need to excel with their work. Then when I was at DC, I worked closely with Mark Chiarello, who did a lot of covers. I was able to enhance my skills, so I'm able to constructively give criticism to up-and-coming artists and writers even.
How long have you been working in comics?
Since 1995. I've always loved comics. I grew up reading them. In fact, when I went to school, I didn't know it at the time when I studied in college, but I studied ancient history and mythology, and comic books really are modern mythology. I didn't realize that my skills that I learned in college would translate over to my life work, but it did hand in hand. When I left college, I kind of searched to find where I wanted to be in life, but I was presented with the opportunity, I made the opportunity to be in Marvel. I called them up and I said, I want a job, and they took pity on me and I got my job.
Okay.
I was lucky, very lucky.
I can imagine that it's not always easy to get a job in comics.
Yeah.
Do you also do these kind of portfolio reviews in America?
Of course. Yeah. I'm going to go next week to WonderCon in Anaheim, and I'll be doing the same thing all weekend.
Same thing, okay.
Yeah.
Do you come across things that you really think, wow, this is really amazing?
Absolutely. No, sometimes I really luck out and I find an artist that I can work with. And most of the time I find artists that are almost there, and then I just kind of push them to that next step.
Yeah.
I've been very fortunate in my career that I found a lot of new artists and new writers that I promoted their career. I brought Gail Simone to Birds of Prey. I brought Mike Deodato back to Marvel. I brought new people, into the business entirely.
That's very nice.
It's exciting. It's exciting. It's exciting to see people that I gave their first break to in 1998 who are still in the industry.
Yeah. Did a lot of people bring their portfolios this weekend?
It wasn't as much as I thought. Yesterday was maybe 10 portfolios that in total. Today's higher. It's more like 20, 25. Oh, I saw a bunch of people, very talented individuals. Not so many people that I think I could bring to my job. Maybe a few cover artists that are almost there. But most of the things I saw were more on the anime side or fantasy side, which we really don't have at Valiant Comics any use for that at present.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of room for it in the industry. Plenty of places for them to travel on web comics, spot illustrations, posters. There's a lot of places where they could make a living.
When you look at Dutch Comic Con, what do you think of it?
Well, I didn't know what to think, what an international Comic-Con would look like.
Yeah.
And honestly, it looks like every other Comic-Con I've been to. It feels the same. I look around and I say, oh, these are my people, I feel very at home here. I like it. It's a nice Comic-Con. I like it because it's big. It's a wonderful space. But it's not that many people that you have some elbow room. New York Comic-Con, it's like I feel like you're just cattle going through, and it's just jam packed so much. You're not happy. It's exhausting just to get to 5 feet in front of you. So this is lovely. I think that it really brings out the best in people.
Yeah.
You know, there's such a freedom. You can be whoever and whatever you want to be. There's no judgment.
That's true.
So it's a nice place to be.
Yeah. Now, I know there's a difference between American comics and European comics. Now, I just picked up a book from a friend of mine, and if you see this book, what kind of feeling does that give you? I'm curious.
I look at this cover, and I think, oh, it's going to be funny. My first take is it's going to be funny. The exaggeration in the caricatures make it fun. The coloring is very muted, very European. It looks like it's going to be a hoot.
Because this is a different format also than in the States. Would something like this work in the States?
Sure. Oh, sure. It wouldn't be considered mainstream comics. It would be considered underground.
Okay.
Yeah, an underground comic. That's what it would be. But yeah, we absolutely have comics like this as well.
Well, it's almost over. What are your plans now? Are you going to other conventions, or are you going back to the States?
I am. I fly back home tomorrow to New York, and then I fly out on Thursday to Anaheim WonderCon. So I'll be at WonderCon all next weekend, doing panels and portfolio reviews, and meeting a bunch of fine people.
Okay, well, it was a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you
very
so much
for the time.
I appreciate being here. Thank you.
Okay.